Welcome to the Why Not podcast. We've got I think this is probably the most important topic that we're ever going to discuss.
Yeah. Bold.
True.
I think it's up there. Yeah.
Bold. Yeah.
We have to kill the rumors. We have to undo years of stigma, and we have to do it all in this time slot.
In the span of an hour.
Oh, in exactly 1 hour? Yeah, we'll nail that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We might start some new rumors too.
Lives are going to be changed. You've probably read the title before you even clicked on the podcast. What do you do in Minot? What is the deal with Minot? If I could do a better Jerry Seinfeld impression, I would do it. But
It's a lot of the head
Jerry?
waggle is what
Yeah.
you got to get.
Jerry.
the deal,
It's Jerry Seinfeld.
Jerry Seinfeld.
Jerry.
I think that's something Southern inside of me that's caused me.
Sure.
Jerry.
Yeah, that's what it is.
So we've got a wonderful cast of characters who are already roasting me.
No.
So let's go around the table. Start with you, sir, and tell us who you are and which squadron you're from.
Okie dokie. I'm Tech Sergeant Joshua Thornton from the 5th OSS.
My name is Airman First Class Carter Roberts. I'm from the 5th LRS.
Okay.
I'm Master Sergeant Jonathan Orr. I'm from the 91st MMXS. Actually doing maintenance. Well, I don't do maintenance. There's people around me that do.
All your bones are broken. From
Yeah.
years
Old.
of.
Are you a 2MO, sir?
I am a 2MO, yeah.
Well, what X1?
X2.
X2?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was an X2 before I got LRS.
I'm sorry.
I know.
Someone knows what that is, not me.
Right.
Let's talk about what it is that Minot is considered. What's Minot's reputation?
Black hole.
Whoa, bold.
Before I got here, that was a reputation.
Oh yeah, no. There's the reputation of desolation, is what I'd say. Because I mean, at least the base itself, you get off base and you look, and there's just flat land for miles, and it looks like there's just nothing out here.
You're in the Midwest.
Yeah, I think.
Right.
Yeah, the most mid of the Midwest.
I guess. I obviously have a different opinion about Minot. Our
Yeah,
career
sure.
field can only go to 3 bases, so you pretty much get the spiel of each installation. So whenever I was graduating tech school, Minot wasn't the end of the world.
Yeah. You were mentally prepared for it.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Mhm.
I mean, as prepared as you possibly can be for the first winter.
Yeah.
Um,
We'll get into that specific subject because I feel like that deserves its own
Oh yeah.
Oh, 100%.
Oh, absolutely.
section.
Yeah.
The thing that, because my wife and I, we BOP'd to Minot, we found out that there was just a need to have NCOs here, and we're like, oh, let's go. Like, we knew that there was stigma, but our first duty station together was Cannon Air Force Base.
Oh,
okay.
well, I mean,
yeah, that's armpit.
And you can get your own podcast, and you can dispel your own rumors. I'm not here to do that.
You BOP to Minot?
BOP to Minot, yeah.
Are you hoping to, as a first-term airman?
So she was a first-term airman, and I just did joint spouse.
But like, why?
So, I mean, they needed NCOs, and there was
Everywhere needs
everywhere
NCOs.
needs NCOs. But if you're going to be in a place that is considered miserable, and you don't have anyone to guide you out of the darkness,
Oh yeah, sure.
you're just going to be stumbling
Yeah.
around,
Mhm.
Right.
and no one's workplace should be a place where their life is getting more miserable
For sure.
when it doesn't have to be.
Oh no, yeah,
Right.
100%. I agree with that.
Yeah. Surprisingly, that has brought the number up to 2 people I've met that have BOP'd to Minot.
I mean, I didn't do that the first time around. I did VESBAP to come here the
Oh,
second
wow.
time around. So this is my second time at Minot.
Okay.
But again, I have 3 options.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, pick your poison, right?
Yeah.
right, yeah, and I know this poison and I like it.
No one else here has been to Minot multiple times.
No. I came here from Korea. My sponsor sent me an email. Was like, hey, heard you coming to Minot. And I didn't even respond to the email because I was like, I'll cape again before I go there. That was my initial thought, right? And talked to the leadership out there in Korea, and they was like, man, that might be a good opportunity. So I started to look at it and talk to my wife about it. It's like, okay, let's do it. So came here, and I mean, I like this topic because I've heard number of negative things since I've been in the military. Like, I could go back to my first duty station hearing stories about Minot that I didn't know, only word of mouth. But being here is actually awesome.
Yeah,
It's actually
100%.
pretty awesome.
Yep.
Yeah.
Minus the weather. I would say that.
The
Listen,
weather is crappy everywhere. You got to
Yeah.
take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
crappy weather and cold weather, 2 different things.
No,
That's-
I'll
that's very
I'll disagree.
Freezing cold, I'm from the South, from Louisiana.
Oh, yeah.
I do not like to
Yeah.
get cold
Yeah.
at all.
Polar opposites.
Yeah,
right.
but like
It's May.
dumb hot.
I got on a long sleeve shirt and a jacket. I just took it off.
To be fair, I want everyone to know I don't want to date it too much, but we're in May and it's 40 something degrees outside.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, it's like 51.
Well, and
Oh,
raining.
now?
It's cold outside.
It's not.
It's
It's
cold.
not.
Listen.
It's nice. It's brisk.
It's
it makes
cold.
you feel
Yeah.
something.
I kind of vibe with the cold weather. So I'm with Sardinor on
You
this.
can
It's
put
not-
more clothes
Yeah.
on. You can't take more
Yeah,
clothes off.
that's always what I say every time. Someone's like, "I want to be in the
I
heat." I'm like,
respect
"No."
I respect it. Don't
Yeah.
like being cold.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
But that's the only
fair.
thing though. But everything else is pretty good up here.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
Yeah, on the subject of things being cold, because that the weather of Minot, I've heard people say that there's basically two seasons of like there's summer and then there's the long winter.
Mm-hmm.
It depends on the year, but in general, that's pretty much what it. I mean, you might get like a week of spring and fall. You know, like I mean, let's be honest. It was 90 degrees last week.
Yeah.
And now it's like 50 degrees this week, but that's just weird. It's
Mm.
not normal.
Yeah.
Usually, like around, like right about now, like you go from like 10 degrees up into the 40s and 50s, and then it kind of just gets warmer, and then it goes back, and then immediately gets cold again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's not really a lot of in between.
Yeah.
But it's magical.
But yeah,
A magic city.
Minot is the magic city.
Yeah.
I mean, hold on.
Something about
the
it.
summers are amazing.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, like the sun rises at like 3, 4 in the morning and sets at like midnight.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, different.
Like
Very
summers are
Definitely
awesome.
different.
Yeah. There are nights it's 10:30 at night and I have my windows open and I'm still looking out and seeing the sun starting to set, or
Yeah.
maybe
Correct.
making up its
Yeah,
mind that it
100%.
wants to do that.
I will say, as a person who lives with horrible seasonal allergies,
Mm.
I've been very happy to be in Minot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I imagine,
Absolutely.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, not when I lived in Georgia. It was like,
Not a
you've ever been to Georgia?
not a lot of pollen movement in the freezing winter.
No, you
yeah.
walk out and your car's completely yellow, and you're like,
Oh god, no.
I didn't buy that color.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about how it is that you discuss that with folks. Like whenever they're coming to Minot and maybe you're their sponsor, what spiel do you give them
About the weather or
about just about Minot? Like, what's the spiel that you?
Oh, okay. So I came from Korea, so we have a few inbound NCOs and airmen coming from Korea, and I talk to them. Right, it's vastly different from Korea to here, with things to do. Obviously, Korea, everything's at your fingertips. Right,
Mhm.
here you have to be a little more creative, but there's still a lot of things to do.
Hmm.
So that's the message I put out. Like, it's what you make it, right?
Yeah.
So Korea is fun, but you still have to go find different types of fun. Obviously, the bars and everything is one thing, but to do something a little bit different, you had to go out and find that. It's the same thing here.
Yeah,
you know?
That's kind of what I say. It's not often that I'm giving someone advice about how Minot is, but I was just out in Kuwait and I was the only person on the base from Minot. They'd always ask like, "Oh, I hear all the terrible things about Minot," and I have to tell them like, it's the same with every other base. It is what you make it. If you
Yeah.
lock yourself in your room playing video games or just watching Netflix all day long, yeah, obviously you're gonna end up being super depressed. But if you take the time to like even just pop open Facebook and find a group with a hobby that you like or something like that, you can find people and you can find things to do so quickly and so easily. I was up here for maybe a month before I found a really good group to play with my like trading card games and stuff with. Like, takes almost no effort to do that, but you gotta take that step.
Right. Yeah, I don't know if Korea is really fun. I was in Japan. Japan's really fun. There are airmen, they're overseas, and the fact that there aren't a bunch of native English speakers outside the gate is the deal breaker for them.
Mhm.
And they say
That's
that
right.
assignment is not good because it's not like home.
Mm-hmm.
And so they languish in their dorms.
Wasn't
and
that
do
like
nothing?
Wasn't like kind of the point of joining the Air Force is
Is
to
to
not be
travel?
like home?
Well, some folks
It depends for each
Right,
person,
right,
yeah.
right.
But like
some
that's
folks didn't
the
want to.
huge
They just
driving
don't want to
force.
do it. They don't
Yeah.
want to engage,
Mhm.
and so somebody else's Dakota is a different person's Minot. So,
Right.
Right.
what's your spiel that you give to people when they come to Minot? When you know they're coming to Minot?
Again, like it's It's different on our side of the house, obviously, with three bases to pick from. Usually, it's a conversation I have with our like NCOs and senior NCOs who get assigned with me. Like airmen, it's one thing where they're like, "Hey, I'm coming to mine," and I'm like, "Cool, your instructor probably told you all about it," because
Yeah.
we're from like there's three bases. Your instructor's probably from mine, or at least one of them are. But the people who've been like only at Malmstrom, only at FE, only at a different installation, who are like, "I heard Minot's the worst." I was like, we are also the only ones who passed an NSI this year. So,
Ooh,
uh,
little flex on the books there.
flex.
Yeah.
I like to say that it depends on who you are, right? If you're a brand new airman who joined the Air Force, no kids, looking to find the love of your life, that's not what you're looking for here.
Yeah,
Like, it could happen, but it's unlikely.
I'm finding that out now.
Minot should really about like really finding out who you are, going and experiencing things you haven't experienced before, and then if you're married with kids or married in general, Minot's got the best community out of pretty much all the installations in the United States. People are nice, education is good, cost of living is low. Winters suck. Accept that, and move on.
Yeah.
Like if you can accept that winters suck, quote unquote, and move on, Minot's awesome.
Yeah, I will say like one of the biggest things about the winter being sucking is North Dakota is really invested in the infrastructure of it. North Dakota can handle the winter.
100%.
It's when like Texas gets snow that everything shuts down. It's
Yeah,
because
yeah,
that place is they don't know how to handle it.
Yeah, we don't get snow days in Minot. Okay, like
It's just another day.
it's
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a gift or a curse though. You know?
Yeah.
it's just another day.
Yeah.
I woke up plenty of days looking to see if 83 was
Close?
red.
No.
Oh yeah.
Like,
I'm like, this highway is still open. How?
Yeah, because I got snowplows going back and
Yeah.
forth all the
Yeah.
time.
The entire day is just
Oh,
down
thrown
and back.
out salt.
I mean,
and-
what this year we had 2 delayed reportings for school. I think
Maybe.
and that's it.
Yeah, I actually, you never hear this from students, but I heard kids talking about it. They're like, I really hope that school doesn't get canceled a bunch of times because I don't want to do summer school.
Right, yeah, because typically most
Yeah.
most schools are the snow days that happen. They have to just tack it on at
Yep,
the end.
they got to make it up.
Yeah,
Yeah, you get I think it's like three freebies,
Mhm.
right? And then anything more than that, you got to add days at the end of
Yeah.
the year. And it's not like you just add a day; you have to add the 3 days you missed.
Exactly.
So if you hit 4, it's like, sorry, you got to do all 4.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so most kids are like, nah, I'm
No
okay.
more than 3. No more than 3.
I
Do
just want,
you have kids?
No.
So what kids are you talking to?
No, me back when I was a kid.
Oh, okay.
'Cause I know this because it was the same kind of way in Illinois.
That is
he's still close to the source.
Yeah. I still,
That's
Yeah.
I
fair.
still gotta know.
That's fair.
Before you lose all the youthful exuberance or hair or whatever it is.
Right, most definitely.
Well,
We're trying to.
3.
Yeah, it was a wizard that got
Bald
me.
and the beautiful, baby.
Movement.
Cat just licked it all gone.
Yeah, that happens too. Anyway, this isn't the bald podcast.
Yes.
Definitely not.
Oh, talk.
Yeah. So we've probably had different levels of involvement within the community. You actually mentioned, Master or that if you're a married person, you have kids, like your experiences are going to be a little bit different because the things that you do if you have kids are different.
Correct.
What types of things have you done out in the community that people might find really, jives with them?
Oh man, like whenever it comes to, I'm gonna speak for all you out there that have children, not for you young airmen. Though a piece of this is for you, but mostly it's for the parents out there. Minot does a great job of trying to make sure there's always something to do, pretty much every single weekend. Whether it be through the summer months, obviously there's 100 things to do. There's a state fair. There's always something going on at the fairgrounds. There's the Mesa Arena. There's tons of stuff to do all year round. You got the Discovery Center. But even during the winter months, they pretty much always have an event of some kind. Whether it be at the state fairgrounds, the Mesa Arena, over at the mall, like you name it. There's usually, if you Google what's going on in Minot this weekend, there's something happening. For kid oriented, the library does a bunch of stuff. So there's pretty much everything you want to do with your kids up until they're probably like 13, and at that point they won't do anything with you anyway.
Good point.
I think I'll piggyback on what you said for the people in the dorms, the younger airmen. They can go to visitminot.com.
Oh yeah,
They got a calendar on there with a bunch of events.
Yes.
A bunch like the college do a bunch of
tons,
events, and military's free.
Mm-hmm.
So basketball games, football games, the whole nine. I mean, they just had a kid get drafted to the NFL, right?
Yeah.
So
Yep.
football team's pretty decent.
Yeah,
And they bring in people, and we can go to all that stuff for free.
I think the big seller with the college has got to be the hockey, because like
Mhm.
is it
Well, it's back
Mine-
off for me.
The Minot Minotauros, yeah.
they're
Uh,
really
They're
good,
really
is what I
good.
hear, yeah.
Yep. Their season was really good. If you've never been to a hockey game, go to a hockey game. It's a great time. It's a lot of fun.
Right.
Mm.
But yeah, they definitely get behind the community, the military community that is, and make it easy for us to do activities and events to go
Yep.
down there. And then the actual city, some of the best basketball. Like I play in a league down there in the city, and we play at the Coliseum.
Oh yeah.
yeah, it's
100%.
pretty good. We just did a state tournament in Bismarck.
Nice.
That was awesome. So I mean, I know a lot of guys that come in the dorms that play basketball. We talk
Mhm.
about it for a little while, and they get on some of these teams, and now because they got a base team, the Minot base team, and
We
then they have
just started that recently.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm actually the treasurer on that team.
Nice.
So
Okay.
yeah, that's why I'm gonna kind of piggyback and say like, well, the basketball here is good. The volleyball is the best. This is
Are you also on that team?
the volleyball team.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm on the volleyball team. I'm
Oh, okay.
yeah. We're,
All right.
this is when I say the volleyball is the best, I just mean like this state more than any other state has volleyball tournaments almost every other weekend.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
like
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
everywhere.
The intramural sports is ridiculous.
It's
like,
crazy.
I did intramural soccer,
Mhm.
adult league,
Nice.
which turned out to just be adults versus kids. And I'm a 30-plus-year-old smoker, and I'll tell you, those 15 to 20-year-olds just ran laps around
yeah.
my team.
Are you?
Well, I thought it was like a beer league, you know, so like
Oh,
it was like me and like all my 30, 40-year-old buddies,
yeah.
and man, we got
You find yourself in a dog fight.
yeah, we're out there just humming and bobbing, and the other team's like, oh, we got this 15-year-old, he plays for the state, and I was like, great, of
I don't-
course.
I don't know. This is just an observation
Mhm.
of like the general populace up here. Everyone's so tall.
Oh,
Everyone's really tall.
well, they're bred a certain way to
Yeah.
survive the winter.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
grow closer to the sun, so
Yeah.
they can get more
It's definitely
sun.
More vitamin D.
Some
Yeah.
lanky people up here, I'll tell you that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Most definitely.
I don't really notice. I want to consider myself tall. As I'm scraping or a little above the 6 foot mark, so I get to wear that badge. But you know, meeting eye contact with pretty much
Yeah.
everyone else is pretty good.
100%.
Yeah.
And then I guess to backtrack just a little bit,
Mhm.
I talked a lot about family stuff. Let's talk about the younger airmen.
That's my category.
Go to college. And I don't mean that as in like you need to decide what you're going to do for the rest of your life, but get involved in Minot College.
Mhm.
Like you want kids around your same age, 18 to 20 some odd year olds, hang out and find people to do, like just take a class.
Yeah.
And like go to class and you're going to meet people, you're going to go do events, they always stuff going on Minot's campus, and it's a lot of fun. It's that's one of the things I did whenever I was a younger airman. Great time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I
Noted.
when I was at Cannon, I joined community theater,
Mhm.
and
Oh yeah.
you have to be in a community.
Mhm.
If you go to any installation and you say, "Nah, I'm just gonna be here by myself,"
No, miserable.
miserable.
Yeah, misery.
Anywhere you go in life, it's not. It has nothing to do with military duty station. If you don't have a community, you are going to be very lonely.
Mhm.
100%. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I mean, there's tons and tons of communities here in Minot. There's a theater community. It
Yeah.
exists.
Mouse
There's
River.
Mount
Yeah,
River.
Mount River. Yeah,
Mount
they,
River's is
they,
awesome.
They shot me down when I went and auditioned.
That'll happen.
Yeah.
Keep auditioning.
You can
Yeah.
always volunteer.
Keep
You can
auditioning.
Yeah,
volunteer.
yeah.
You can
behind
be
the
stage help.
I mean, it was a good thing I got shot down because I was going to Kuwait anyway. But you know,
Yeah, you can
the
do
next
stage
the
help.
next play that comes around
Uh,
that piques my interest, I'm a
But again, like if you do the college thing, they have plays at the college, so you can as long as you're going to school there, you can join some of their clubs. They got tons of clubs on campus. There is a ton of stuff to do in this town if you're willing to get out there. If, all you want to do is do the party scene, like the
Ugh.
I don't know what to tell you.
probably not the best because all you got is really Sports on Tap and the Dakota Lounge, and
Man, the Dakota Lounge back in my day was
Yeah.
so chill.
yeah,
But I will say this though, I'm a big believer if you build it, they will come. So in a community
Sure.
like this, if I was single living here, I would be the king of house parties. Like I would
Oh,
throw
yeah.
the craziest house parties.
I did. Yeah.
That's
I did throw
just
some-
that's
I've
not
heard-
my wavelength
I've
right
heard
now.
the
but
the house parties and the dorm parties.
Man.
Well, I mean, like let's dorm parties.
Well,
But
safe.
no,
We're gonna just
listen.
we're just gonna bleep everything.
when I lived in the
Get 'em.
dorms, I was at Moody Air Force Base,
Mhm.
and I became notorious for throwing like famous and infamous at the same time
Yeah.
because I had a dorm party
Mhm.
and I didn't understand the dynamic of the email and everything like that. So I was like, oh, it's a good idea. I'm having a dorm party. I just invite everybody in the dorm. So I documented this big old email. It was politically correct.
man.
21 to drink. Underage, you can't drink. Da da da. And I sent it to all dorm residents.
Bold.
Right, all dorm
Incredible.
residents.
Yeah.
And so I started getting phone calls from SELs and first shirts and commanders like, what is this? You know what I'm saying? So then my leadership came down. It's like, hey man, what you got going on? I was like, oh, I'm throwing a party, and I thought it was a good idea to send it to everybody. But then they helped me understand it. It went to like all the first shirts and everything.
Oh,
like that.
perfect.
So,
yeah.
I simply said it as enlisted.
Baseball.
Yeah, baseball.
but we had friends who was security forces. So I mean, we had security forces on location. And it turned out to be a great party. I mean, no DUIs, no underage drinking, no fighting.
That's good.
Nice.
It was about 500 people at the
Dang.
party, and it was crazy. And I knew the party was good because I started seeing people who was like staffs and techs at that time off base. They came on base to come to the party. right?
Nice. Yeah.
And so every time after that, I had a function. It was like throw something like in a community like this, something like that would be grand.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely does happen.
Mm-hmm.
Especially on our side of the house, and it's a small career field, we all know each other, so
Yeah.
parties definitely do happen.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, we'd be safe, no DUIs, no underage drinking, none of that,
Yeah.
none of that stuff. But yeah,
For surely.
But that's such an important point to make is
Right.
that if airmen feel like they want something to happen,
Exactly.
you have to take the initiative. You
100%.
have to
Yep.
you have to bring it into reality
Yeah.
yourself.
It
Yeah.
does. I will kind of, this is a little bit of a branch, but I would say having a hobby will also help make that happen a lot easier.
yeah,
Like hobbies, like I play a lot of Magic the Gathering, trading card games and Dungeons and Dragons and nerdier things.
Yeah,
There's definitely
but-
groups out here.
but there's for everything. I mean,
Yeah.
you got sports, you
Yeah,
got the car
exactly.
show.
Oh,
If
the
you like
car shows are
hunting and
nuts out here.
fishing,
Yeah.
there's tons of that here. There's tons of camping. There's pretty much like unless you have some niche hobby where you're like, I like like downhill skiing. I'm like, sorry, man.
Travel.
Like there's
Find a hill.
nothing I
Good
can
luck.
do for you.
Yeah.
But I feel like not everybody likes downhill skiing as the end all be all, so you can't use that as an excuse.
But like even then, there's that ski resort like 45 minutes north of
Oh,
here.
Bono?
Yeah, Bono. Yeah, or
Yeah, the hill,
yeah, the one hill.
the one hill, and all.
It's a good place to practice.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Like if you're like,
Bunny slopes.
yeah,
Yeah,
if you're
yeah.
into skiing, you're like,
Yeah, true.
okay. But I mean, that comes down to it too. Whenever we talk about things to do in Minot, don't forget there is a surrounding area.
Yeah,
right.
absolutely.
Like it's not just Minot. I know Bismarck's an hour and a half drive, but there's tons of stuff to do in Bismarck. They're always doing events. Same thing with Grand Forks, Fargo,
Mm-hmm.
and we get 4-day weekends. We get 3-day weekends.
Mhm.
Like you can drive to Fargo.
Totally.
Okay, you can drive. It's a
Underpaid.
4-hour drive.
Yeah.
You can drive to Fargo, and Fargo has a ton of stuff going on
Mhm.
all the time. And Grand Forks does. They have the casino arena there. There's tons of stuff going on there.
Mhm.
Bismarck's got a ton of stuff. And if you really want to like bite the bullet, you can go to Minneapolis or Winnipeg. Winnipeg's 6 hours away. You just need a passport. And then Minneapolis is 8 hours away.
Yeah.
Granted, you can take the train. It's like
Yes.
$120.
Yeah.
It leaves at like 9 o'clock at night. So you just sleep on the train because you're all young,
Mm-hmm.
like you 20-year-olds, right? Sleep on the train.
Don't get
So
so
whenever you wake up, you'll be in Minneapolis,
Mhm.
and the train's safe.
Yeah,
Like
The
like
train is safe.
yeah, I've taken it multiple times, especially whenever I was an airman because flights are expensive. I get
Mhm.
that.
Yeah.
And it takes the same amount of time to drive anyway in the grand scheme of things.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's like an 8-hour train ride to Minneapolis. Go down there. I did the Mall of America. I did Comic-Con every year
Yeah.
Yeah.
down in Minneapolis. It's great times.
Yeah. And if you're going to be doing all that traveling, you can just throw on a podcast.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Look at that.
God, look at you.
Yeah. Stealth plug. That's
Yeah.
the most important.
That's why they
time.
pay you.
Oh,
$100.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
You're talking about Joe Rogan, right?
Yeah.
Everyone's favorite.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
That is also like that's one of the funnier like remarks I have whenever someone asks like, "What's there to do in Minot?" Get away from Minot. Just go.
No,
somewhere
I mean
else.
like
Yeah.
there's tons of stuff to do in Minot.
There is,
but
yeah, absolutely.
At some point, you're gonna be like, I want to go
Yeah.
somewhere.
Yeah.
And there are options. You can't be like, we're in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Right.
Like I'm sorry if you lived in a city and because let's be honest, if you lived in a city and you wanted to go across town to go do something cool, it was still a 4-hour drive. So I don't want to hear it.
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay, like I've been through LA traffic multiple. I did 7 years in California.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, like there's no way you got from one side of LA to the other side of LA in under 2 hours.
Yeah.
So you're like, oh, I don't want to drive to Bismarck. Like, stop.
Well, at least you're moving when
Right,
you
like,
go to the
yeah,
park.
come on. It's a straight shot. You drive there, you go do some stuff. It's not so bad.
Yeah, my argument for if you were going to live in a city and it says it's drivable,
Mhm.
it can't be like LA where the traffic is going to be so bad that you're not
Right.
getting anywhere.
Mhm.
It should be like a Midwest city where you
Yeah.
can actually travel around,
Exactly.
or there should be public transportation of
Yeah.
some kind
Yeah.
that makes the
Yeah.
city more manageable to get around.
Vegas is really good
But
with that.
we're not here to talk about.
No, not other cities. No, no, no.
The local transportation system in Minot, North Dakota. Trash. I'm joking. Actually, they have buses.
I
It's
was gonna say, yeah,
actually
they have
nice.
buses. If
It's
you're
really
on
nice.
base and you need some specific things, you got GT every now and then. But
Mm.
I will speak to the on base. You're 21. You want to go downtown and drink. I
Mhm.
get the going downtown drinking and be able to get back to base.
safe routes.
I'm tracking.
Safe ride.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Safe ride is 100% an option.
Mm-hmm.
Just call Safe Ride. Okay, nobody's gonna be mad at you.
No.
Nobody's gonna think less of you except
Yeah.
for me.
And he's just one.
I'm just one person.
Yeah.
It'll be fine.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, I used it a lot whenever I was an airman.
Mhm.
And worst case scenario, call your supervisor,
Mhm.
call their boss, call somebody. No, people are gonna be annoyed, but they're gonna be glad that they went and because I'll be honest, like I supervise people. Listen, if they get a DUI, my life sucks too.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, just call me. I'd rather wake up and be annoyed than be in my blues.
And I'm gonna be honest with you. I wouldn't even be annoyed. I just want the phone call. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
call me.
100%.
You know, like,
Yeah.
don't
I'll get
matter
out of
what-
Like I would tell
You're
you my
safe.
number on this
Call me.
podcast, but who knows who's gonna listen to this?
Yeah,
I mean,
right,
everybody.
right.
Mother-
Like-
my wife would be really mad.
Yeah.
Why
Yeah.
is your phone always ringing?
Yeah.
Like,
I said this thing on a podcast one time.
Yeah,
and
well,
now
I'm
I'm suffering
I'm
for
getting
it.
around, yeah.
75309. Too old.
I got it.
But yeah, no, definitely make that phone call. Myself or any other supervisor would definitely
Yeah, 100%.
would want you to hear from you at 2 in the
Yeah.
morning than a call from the cops. Like, hey,
Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly.
come pick this guy up.
I don't advise doing this, but like if you honestly can't get a hold of anybody and you're on the struggle bus, call command post.
Yeah.
Okay.
They'll find a way.
Yeah.
Like call command post will find a way to get somebody because they'll call everybody.
Yeah.
Command was they have an access to everybody's number. They can be like, "You work where? You're doing what? Okay, we'll get a hold of them."
Yeah.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
So I'd rather you be safe than a DUI, risk your life or somebody else's life. 100%. And honestly, if you're stuck downtown, you have friends who live downtown.
Yeah. Or they could become your friends.
Yeah.
Or
Right.
they can become your friends. Do not sleep in your car with the keys running. It's still DUI.
That one gets people a lot.
Yeah, you
Mm.
can't sleep in your car and have the keys on you. It's a DUI.
Yeah.
I throw him across the street,
Hide them in the gas cap.
sleep in the back seat.
Always have.
I don't recommend any of that.
No.
Okay, like
Not everyone holds a little trowel in their trunk so they can dig a hole, put it in. And no.
yeah, that's not.
Well, yeah. I mean, obviously, some people are going to drink if they are anywhere, and maybe that's their scene. But safe rides,
Mhm.
finding somebody to take you home,
Yeah.
you got to do it.
Because
Um,
that then leads to you're still able to go out in Minot.
Oh yeah, because I mean you lose base access and everything else.
Yeah.
I don't know why we got into that. You always have to talk about drinking in Minot. It's a thing.
Yeah, as soon as someone mentions an
Well,
alcoholic drink,
what
it's
can we
don't drink
do?
and drive, and then it's from there.
Yeah, somebody's always going to say drinking, and you're
Yeah.
like, yes,
But
But do it safely.
do it.
and
Don't
fo-
be an idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
right,
Yeah.
most definitely.
I did want to ask a question, dude, because
Okay.
you've kind of talked about it, but you're kind of an organizer of these events.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
And why do you do those types of things?
Again, like I mentioned earlier, I it's easy for me to see, like, so you have different types of people, right? You have people who I cling to what you do easily is what you do best,
Mhm.
what you should do always, right? So I found a way to do that in my community, in the military community, and still thrive as a supervisor who I am. So I often talk about not losing touch with who you are as a person. I've always been like a event planner, party planner, like I put things together and I could see the easy side. So when I was in Korea, I did pub crawls. We did pub crawls. So I do 10 bars, 10 shots,
Hmm.
turn into a big old thing, you know? And so it went from that to I do murder mysteries, like just all kind of crazy stuff, right? So,
Mhm.
but these things come easy to me. So I put them out there and the community loves them. So when I got here, just looking at the events and what we could do. And so this talent show, just kind of forward thing. This talent show is just a small play to a bigger picture, right? So think of America's Got Talent.
Yeah.
But the military, right? So every base do a talent show, and at the end of the year, the winner of each base go compete at headquarters, you know, at Langley or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
That'd be
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I think Air Force Gaming started out as
Exactly.
an
Yeah,
idea.
as
Right,
just someone
right,
playing.
and now it's a whole thing.
It's a
Yeah.
big, and so this is the first step in that direction, right?
Yeah.
To see how
Yeah.
we do, and it's just these ideas and having an idea, and I'm like, if we build it, they'll come. Like Field of Dreams, like I love that movie because I stand by that 110%. If you build the event, put the right emotion around it, people will flock to it.
Yeah.
Right. And so that's what I believe wholeheartedly. So you can find me doing all kind of events all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Just making it happen.
Yeah.
I will say this. In the past, a lot of times the negativity towards Minot, I heard was from people who was never stationed here.
Exactly.
100%.
Never stationed
Yeah.
here.
And
I ran
rumors
into,
spreading.
when I got orders here, I was fortunate enough to run into about 5 or 6 different people who were stationed. They all had great things to say. And I was like, that's kind of weird.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
it's
the
kinda
people
weird.
who was there.
Weird that they-
Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
It's real. It's real.
Yeah.
So it's like some
But-
weird.
I love it here. I had begged, borrowed, and steal to come back.
But yeah, just that effect that like you convince yourself that, or other people that have never been here, they convince themselves that this place sucks because that's just what they hear.
Yep.
And it's like, oh, that's not it at all. Especially if you show up here, you can make it amazing for yourself.
Right.
Facts.
Mm.
Yeah.
And just because I guess maybe I want to start a beef. If you're a Canon, get out. I enjoyed being there. Anyway, I want to say thank you to each and every one of you for being on the podcast today.
Yeah.
I feel like we had a good time. I hope that translated to all of you out there. And of course, subscribe, keep listening to these, and we'll catch you in the next one.